What's your impression towards Kowloon City? A place with lots of delicious Thai restaurants? A place full of dentists? Or a very crowded area with very loud aeroplane sound? Now, close your eyes and imagine we are getting on a time machine and travel back to Kowloon City 50 years ago. Welcome to The Lost in Kowloon City, a narrative podcast that takes you back 50 years to the bustling district of Kowloon City in Hong Kong. In the 1970s, Kowloon City was a densely populated area filled with street vendors, food stalls, and tenement buildings that housed a vibrant community of locals and immigrants. As you walk through the streets of Kowloon City, the first thing you notice is the smell of delicious food wafting through the air. The district is known for its famous walled city park, which was a labyrinth of dark alleyways and cramped living spaces. But back then, it was a place where neighbors looked out for each other and children played freely in the streets. You can hear the sound of mahjong tiles clacking together and the chatter of people bargaining at the street markets. The neon lights of the shops and restaurants cast a colorful glow on the bustling streets, making Kowloon City feel alive and exciting. As you wander through the streets of Kowloon City, you can hear the stories of the people who lived here 50 years ago. You hear from the elderly shopkeepers who remember the days when Kowloon City was a thriving market town, and from the younger generations who grew up in the shadow of the walled streets. You hear stories of hardship and resilience, of people who came to Kowloon City with nothing and built a new life for themselves and their families. You hear about the challenges they faced, from discrimination to poverty to the threats of eviction from their homes. But you also hear stories of hope and community, of people who found support and friendship in the midst of adversity. You hear about the colorful festivals and traditions that brought people together, and about the small acts of kindness that made all the difference. As you walk through the narrow alleyways, you can see the signs of the changes that were coming to Kowloon City. The government had plans to demolish the walled city and replace it with modern high-rise buildings. The community was torn between preserving their way of life and embracing the new opportunities that came with urban development. Despite the challenges, Kowloon City remained a vibrant community filled with resilience and hardworking people. The district continued to evolve over the years, but the spirit of Kowloon City lives on in the memories of those who called it home. As you listen to these stories, you realize that Kowloon City was more than just a neighborhood. It was a microcosm of the human's experience. It was a place where people of different backgrounds and cultures came together to create something new and beautiful, something that still echoes through the streets today.